Smoking cookies like I'm Kobe, ain't no pass.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to It's BMG TV, and we are here in Tampa with
Roxanne,
Amelia,
Anna,
and
Amy.
if you want to give your socials, I don't know if you care or not.
At Anna Hilla, Hila.
and my Instagram is AMYHILAA.
yeah, you can follow me. I am Roxanne with 3 N's on IG, and then my business is Shop Rox Boutique.
There you go. Promote it, girl. Promote it.
My name is Amelia. You can find me at _IllyMill. That's _I love you Mill. I don't have anything to promote.
Okay, and we're gonna ask them some tough, hard-hitting dating questions. I just want to know this. Also, before we get into that, you guys make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed any of this content. And if you're new or returning, make sure to hit that like button. It's definitely appreciated. So, I must ask you guys, and you feel free to answer together or one at a time, but it'd be weird if you answer together. But why did your last relationship end? I'll ask you first.
So last relationship ended because of me. It was definitely, I was the one that initiated it, so I wouldn't say it was anyone's fault, though.
I've never been into one, so I don't have one.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Believe
Is that
it.
true? Can you vouch for her?
It is true. I have high standards. I'm picky.
What did he do wrong?
Nothing, honestly, believe it or not. That was the wild part. That's what made it so hard to break up.
It was kind of complicating. He broke up with me first because he was emotionally unavailable.
So it was his fault.
His fault.
Okay.
But then an hour later, he was like, "Oh, I want you back, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "No, you broke up with me, so we're broken up." And then on a break, he wanted to get back, and I was like, "No." Almost in May, it'll be a year that we're broken up.
You're keeping track of that?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Please explain this to me, because I'm trying to grasp my head around it.
Something came over me and was like, you know what?
Cut that bitch off.
Ideally, honestly, I thought breaking up, we would end up back together eventually. I didn't think that us ending things would be like for real ending things.
Yo, that's mind games. You wanted to break up to get back together.
To find myself. I didn't want to wake up at the age of 40 and roll over to bed and be like, oh, well, this was it. See, some people get it. The girls that get it, and I'm going to just leave it at that.
But you didn't see yourself long-term with this person.
No, I actually did.
You're confusing me. You're confusing me. I'm so confused. Okay. You saw yourself with him long-term. He didn't do anything wrong. Y'all were together since y'all were 16 to 21, right?
Uh-huh.
You had a come into Jesus moment? Like, I don't understand. Like, what happened? So, for you, in your situation, no one has met your standards, and I'm gonna ask him questions about these standards because they might be high as hell, but what hoops do a guy have to jump through to get you to say, yeah, he's my boyfriend?
Yeah.
2 seconds later.
I don't know. Like, you have to be your own person. Like, you should not be happy because you're in a relationship. You're happy because you are doing your own thing. And then we can rekindle at the end of the day.
That defeats the purpose of a relationship.
But that's just who I am. Like, you just got to be your own person. And then I am not a clingy one. Like, I am my own.
I can tell. You're like, hi and bye.
Yeah.
What if the guy's clingy?
Then don't be clingy.
What if they think you're so awesome, they want to cling to you?
Then we'll have a balance. We'll make like a compromise or something.
That's okay, I got it. My last relationship ended. I was in a very cute relationship. I said cute. We were in a very cute relationship. We were literally, perfect together. But we were in Italy. That's where I went to high school. And he moved to California. Obviously, that wasn't going to work with the time difference. We did decide to end things. It was mutual. After that, I went to school in the States, or college in the States, but we didn't get back together because we were just not in the same area. But he also tried to pursue music, and
So hers makes sense. It was a mutual, I get the long distance. A lot of people aren't okay with that. You wanted to grow, is what you're saying, and do more stuff. Do you have any regrets for that one?
I don't know how to answer that. It's like, yes in certain areas, but no in other areas. Because that is my dream life, but I didn't, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, now you're getting where I'm coming from. It was like, yeah, I'm 21. Do I really want to be married with kids in a year and a half? Like, or do I want to just take some time to do that beforehand? And he was just really ready to get married. Like, in fact, he's engaged right now to be married.
21?
Yes, he is engaged right now to be married. Like, he dated a girl for a year, and now he's engaged to be married. You get what I'm, like, he was just very ready to be married.
But that leads me into my next question. When you guys are looking for somebody that you're interested in or you would date, what are some of the qualifications they need to have?
Got to be good looking for sure. And tall for sure. But
How tall are you?
5'9".
What do you consider tall?
I'm like, I mean, I would say like I would love the minimum to be 6'1".
Why does that extra inch or past 6 foot matter?
Well, okay.
Will you be measuring him?
Well, I probably won't approach you if you're like my height. I think it's just because my personal opinion, I like to like feel, cause I'm a tall girl. I want to feel like a cute little petite girl. So like,
That's so true.
it's true. It's true. Like I like being like the smaller one. So I would love if my man was just like a big meaty guy. So what I think is, this could be just like how from the guys that I've been with, but I like nice guys when it comes to like me, my friends, and my family and relationships. So it's like you treat me good, you care about me, like you put me as a priority. But I think that if a guy is nice to everyone and he's overly friendly, I don't like that. I think that's like a red flag.
But another red flag, if you can't enjoy food with them, they don't like something that you like, cut them off.
And I do like a guy.
Why is it a red flag if he's overly friendly?
Because I would say overly friendly, maybe with girls.
If they sleep with their mouth open and you are sleeping with your mouth closed, it's not going to work out, unfortunately. Red flags.
Like, I don't necessarily like when a guy can just go up to a girl and talk to them like that, because it's like what makes...
That's exactly what I did today.
Oh, well, yeah.
You can mouth breathe when you're conscious and when you're unconscious. And when you mouth breathe when you're conscious, that is the biggest red flag, actually.
So he just...
People are like that, Brandon. People are like that.
I've never seen that.
Well, no, it's true. Like, if my boyfriend, like, my next boyfriend, I want him to, like, put me as top priority and, like, not really... Like, he can be friends with other girls, but, like, not really find the need to. I mean, it's true, though. I feel like a lot of people would agree.
Honestly, I'm really not too picky. Just be very ambitious, be funny and personable.
Respect. Respect is huge.
Did it have to be good looking?
Yes.
What if other girls want them? Because if you think they're good looking, other girls will think they're good looking. Like, what if they get a lot of female attention?
That's the thing. My boyfriend will not get any other female attention but me.
That's not true. You can be in a relationship, I'm speaking as you two, and you go out in the mall and a guy might stare at you a little long or approach you, or even if you go to a bar, they might approach you, you be like, no, same thing.
Okay.
You said he won't get any other attention besides yours, but if he's this attractive guy, he'll get attention.
Okay, and?
Oh, that's what I was saying. Do you want him to be attractive?
Of course.
Okay. I was just saying that in the sense of, that comes with other
No, of
female
course.
attention besides yours.
Of course, but if he doesn't like feed into it or like entertain the other person who's giving him that attention, then I'll be fine.
Do you like compliments?
Yeah?
Do you think guys like compliments?
No. Yeah? Really?
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know. I feel like you guys are really awkward when someone compliments you.
Put it this way, you guys are used to compliments. You probably can get a lot more compliments than a guy can get. So I think when a guy gets compliments, he's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is like really nice.
Then there's something I learned today. Thank you.
Boom, see?
And outgoing, but ambitious in the fact that, like, you have goals and you have a plan for your life. Like,
I'm going to throw a monkey wrench in it. He has ambition to move from one box to the next. He has goals to build enough money up to get a change of clothes. He's humorous and funny. That's everything you just described, but I'm pretty sure you wouldn't take that option.
no.
Because he's broke.
No, it's really not even that. But I guess that does kind of have something to do with it. Like, you have to be going somewhere.
This is completely off script, but I just want to know this because you're giving me these vibes. Do girls like nice guys? I have my theory about this, but I want to hear both of you guys' opinion on it. It's like hold the door open for you, give you flowers, always text you back on time, makes plans and reservations. He never does anything shady. Good job. He doesn't have a criminal record.
Good job is important. Yeah, I think they do.
Do you like nice guys?
Yes.
Have you come across a nice guy?
Yes.
Why aren't you guys together if girls like nice guys?
I guess it just wasn't meant to be.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So strike one again for the nice guys.
They need to have compassion Humor is definitely a big thing, excuse me, but if people can't understand or comprehend your feelings when they're trying to talk to you, that's super big red flag. They can't be your friend. They sure as hell cannot be your spouse.
Not afraid to get what he wants, but in like a respectful way. But on the outside, I do like standoffish guys, I would say. Yeah.
You mean just like
Not
rough
like-
around the edges a little bit?
Yeah, rough around the edges. Yeah, like not like easy to get. Like not anyone could just go up to him and talk to him. You know what I mean? I like if I'm at the gym, I pay more attention to the guys that just do their own things, have their hood up.
I also interviewed a fair amount of people, and they said they don't like, well, girls say they don't like when guys approach them at the gym. Is that like a thing or no?
No.
No?
It's not really that big of a deal. It
Yes.
depends how you approach me.
Yeah,
though.
for sure.
And it depends on how you approach me though. One time this dude came up to me and like shot his shot. At first he was like, I like your work ethic, and that's what grabbed my attention. So I guess like that.
What about you?
I would say like I'm a big person on like energy, so I feel like if you can like the eye contact, like what everyone says, or if you can feel the tension between the two people, then yeah, that's perfectly fine to shoot your shot. But like you said, if a girl's like in her zone and she looks like don't bother me, then don't talk to her. You know what I mean? I'm a big person on energy, so if he feels the
I can tell by how you just punch your hand.
yeah, if he feels the vibe and I feel the vibe, and you know it. The thing is, I feel like the energy's not there unless you guys both feel it.
How do you let a guy know you're interested in them? Because from what I've seen and talking to people, it's like very little subtle things, or like if anything at all.
I'm really bad at that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think I'm letting them know, but then like I get the feedback and it's like, girl, I did not know.
What do you like? What do you do when you think you're letting them know? What does that look like?
Yeah.
I think maybe the guy might misinterpret this, but if I'm giving them the time of day, like if I'm talking to you, like I'm interested in you, because I wouldn't talk to you if I wasn't interested.
I'm saying before the guy approaches you, what do you do to make him know, all right, you can approach me, kind of thing?
I guess just look at him in the eye. I guess. Like, I have no idea.
Like I think I'm looking at them some type of way, or like it's like, oh, I'm making eye contact with you, and I think it's being picked up on, but then like my friends are like, girl, like no, you just look like you're staring and you're mad. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Because I'm finding now, like, which technically in this day and age, girls don't really have to have game, but girls have like no game on how to pick up guys. They look at them and that's like enough.
Girls want the guy to go out of his way though. I feel like girls don't have games because I feel like most girls at least don't want to go out of their way to get a guy.
Do you approach guys?
No, that's like a recent thing though. I approached my neighbor a couple weeks ago. That was interesting. Oh no, he actually approached me, but then like I was like, you know what? Let me leave my number, and I left my number.
I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. What if it's a guy you really want? Say it's like 5 years from now, you're looking to potentially meet your partner at least that you might want to get married to, and you see them in a bar, or you have similar friend groups, but you know, hey, this guy is my type, whether he be tall, dark hair, blue eye, whatever the case is. He has a great job. He gets along with friends, but he's not too friendly, like you would say. No. Like that guy, you know he's single, but you want to snatch him up before any other girl does. How do you let that guy that you really want know you're interested?
I am really big on eye contact, of course, and then also just any type of physical touch, whether it be like an arm or giving hugs, spank on the bum, something cute, you know, flirty. But I really will try to make them laugh. That's like my biggest thing, and if they think I'm funny, then...
Do you approach guys?
I approach girls and boys.
Okay, I would say like if I'm interested, I would go up to them first, but I wouldn't go up to them like, oh my god, you're so hot, can I have your number? Like I would just try to start a conversation with them, see how the vibes are, see how the energy is, and if it's like good energy, then I would be like, okay, yeah, like give me your number or your social or whatever. Or like...
So you would approach that guy?
I find no problem with it. Like if the thing is, I don't...
That's good, you're very rare.
Yeah, there's not that many guys that I would approach, so I feel like if I would approach you, like...
It means a lot.
It means a lot, yeah.
What about you? Because it sounds like, from what you're saying, if you do eventually get in a relationship, that guy is going to be the guy you're like, hey, out of everybody I've talked to all these years, I've never been with anybody, but I want to be with you.
Yeah,
So
for sure. 1,000%.
he's got to be bringing it for you to get to that point. So how would you let him know you're interested, or would you approach that guy?
Yeah.
Honestly.
No. I can't.
Sometimes you gotta let the pride go.
No.
What I'll say, so weigh it this way.
I'm supposed to sit here and look pretty and then you can do all that.
What do you think you guys' most valuable asset or resource is?
Oh, us?
Just girls in general.
Existing.
Literally. Literally.
So do you expect the guy to pay on the first date
Absolutely.
because you exist?
Yes, and the thing is, I offer though. I do offer.
But you offer with a double-edged sword, like if he accepts my offer, I'm never going on a date with this guy.
It depends. It depends. Like I said, it depends on like the vibe and energy. But I will always offer. I'll never be like, oh, I expect you to pay my bills. But I'll be like, oh, I can pay my half or whatever. And if he's like, okay, yeah, sure, then that's like, kind of step back. You know what I mean? Like if you're not willing to pay on the first date, then what are you willing to do? You know what I mean?
I got you. So put this in perspective. So if you're in a dating scene, and if you're a guy, they're usually paying for a lot of first dates. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's easier for you guys because you don't have to pay for a lot of those first dates. So a dude could potentially be coming off of $50 every time, minimum probably every time they go on a date. So is it weird to say, or does it make sense if a guy's like, all right, I keep dishing out all this money. Maybe he's just a serial dater, so that's just his problem. That's his problem at that point. But if a guy's like, I don't want to pay, or they want to see more of you to make sure they're comfortable with you before they pay, is that a red flag or an issue? If it's time to pay, and say you didn't offer this time, and he's like,
Is this the first date?
yeah, and he's like, I gotta make sure I'm more comfortable with you to pay.
No.
Is that bad?
Yes, that is because it's
Absolutely.
Like, it's like
What is something that you would give somebody like advice on? Like, you put them on game to maybe like avoid some mistakes that you've made in the past, or that you see being made by like your peers or like others. What's something that you would tell people? Hey, if a guy does this, this means this.
I would just say listen to your gut. Don't like. I feel like I have friends who like their gut will tell them one thing like when they first match, or the guy does something like in person that's like just something that your gut told you was like wrong, but then somehow your brain reworks it to be like, oh, but I'm gonna let it slip.
From a guy's perspective, I've like seen and dealt with girls who are like, something's telling me this, and I'm like, please, women's intuition is like a real thing. I would say for dudes, when you think you're being slick, they might not say anything about it, or they might pick up on something or drop subtle hints. Bruh, they know. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. That's what I would say.
I don't know. I feel like girls are just like way more pickier with their guys. So I feel like if they are gonna put in like their time, their energy, and like
The girl?
the girl, yeah.
What time and energy?
To get ready to like.
The guy has to get ready too.
Okay, but if we're being completely realistic, it's not hard for a guy to get ready.
It's not, but they have to put on their belt,
But-
take a shower, which
the thing-
same thing you would
No, you're
do.
right, but
Get a
I-
haircut, same thing you would do. Get your hair done.
Yeah.
Make sure they're not funky. Make sure they have enough
right.
money for the date.
Yeah.
Make sure they're working to get that money for the date.
No,
Usually, the girl just shows up.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, I have a question. I feel like guys low-key care more about appearances than girls, so I feel like
Yeah,
a
we're
girl-
visual people.
Exactly. So I feel like a girl's appearance makes a lot for a guy, and it's true. Like I know, like the couple of dates I've been on, I'm like, what would he like to see me? And maybe this is
I
just.
feel like
me.
she's been waiting to get this off her chest for a while.
Yeah, I definitely am. I was gonna say I feel like guys don't realize, or maybe it's just me, but I do take in consideration of what they want and what they would like.
So last question, then we're gonna wrap it up. So this is your time. If you have any questions, why do guys do this? Feel free to ask. Now I'll give you the honest answer.
Oh,
I know everything, so I don't even have to say anything.
I have a question. Why would I feel like a lot of girls are like, if you're truthful,
That is not true, guys.
Okay, well,
Do not believe that.
well, then maybe it's me. Maybe it's me because I know if you tell me the truth.
That line in the whatever movie or show was, like, you can't handle the truth, is very true. I'm telling you this now, from experience, from talking to people. people, it's in general, not just girls, cannot handle like the cold hard truth of people.
Okay, well, then maybe that's most girls. I'm speaking for myself. Because like I said, I try not to take a lot of things personal because there's always another guy. There's always going to be another girl. So if you're going to be truthful with me, that's how I know you respect me, and I'll respect your decision.
What was the question again?
What advice or what game would you give somebody who's in the dating scene now? Like, hey, avoid this stuff, or hey, this happened to me, so don't make the same mistake.
I would say that for any type of match, you really want to make sure that you have things in common with that person. Boy or girl, if you guys don't have things to talk about when you're sober, in bed, sick, you probably are not going to have things to talk about down the line. You can't just make a connection off of getting drunk in a bar, unfortunately.
Or just thinking you're hot.
Or just thinking you're hot. I wish it was like that, but it's not. So yeah, choose somebody who, like I said, is compassionate for you and also who you can be friends with. Some red flags are if you're telling a joke and you think it's so funny and your partner doesn't think it's funny, cut them off. Humor. Then that's totally fine. Find somebody else. If they don't think you're funny, they can find somebody else funnier.
So you don't have anything that you're like, why do guys do this?
Like this, what would you ask like one of your boy toys? But if a girl wants a man like in a relationship, she needs to know like she's secure, that he's not gonna like go out and like potentially cheat on her. And it's true, every guy can have sex without emotion, but if you love a girl, then you shouldn't want to
You're
have...
speaking for the guy now, which you guys aren't in guys' brain.
Okay, that's true. Then I'm not going to speak for a guy. I mean, I guess, you know.
Okay, well, I don't want to hold you guys' time up too much because you guys have given me a lot of good information. That's going to be the end of this very interesting It's BMG TV episode. That's going to be it, you guys. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out if you enjoyed this video.
Oh, thanks, Brandon. What's my name? Oh, yeah, Roxanne.
My name is Amelia. Nice to see you guys. You heard it here, folks. It's 5 p.m. News Channel 5.
Anna at Anna Hilla. And Amy at Amy Hilla.
Make sure to hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I took a blood oath. I'm that nigga now. I feel like Wayne, dedication. I can't let me down. College boy, I'm known to keep a couple fellas around me. Honest niggas, just illegal. How they got their money?